I've wanted to be a better artist for a long time, and I expect there's a lot of people out there who can relate. The good news is that drawing is just like any other skill. Like, if you put in the time and the work, you will get better. One problem I've had, though, is I've not really had a good sense of how to use my time, like what to practice, how to improve at drawing. Recently, though, I found a program called Drawbox, and it might be exactly what I was looking for. To be clear right from the beginning, I have absolutely no affiliation with Drawbox. Hell, I've only been aware of them for about a week as of this recording. But basically, it's an online series of articles and YouTube videos designed to teach you the absolute fundamentals of drawing. There's a lot of specific homework assignments, a lot of repetition, a focus on being okay with making ugly drawings, a community designed to give mutual feedback and constructive criticism. Basically, exactly what I've been looking for this entire time. So much so that I decided that not only do I want to go through the course, but I wanted to make a series of videos sharing the entirety of my progress as I, well, hopefully improve. And I could use a lot of improvement. Granted, not as much as I used to. See, back in 2014, I decided to try my hand at making a webcomic, and so I needed to learn how to draw. Believe it or not, back then, this test drawing I made convinced me that I could draw well enough to give it a shot. Yeah, that was the drawing that made me decide, yeah, go for it. You could probably do a comic. Over the course of drawing that comic for about a year and doing a lot of undirected practice, I made some improvements in cartooning, and well, I definitely got better at drawing from a reference, but I've still never really been all that satisfied with my skill level. Definitely not what I can produce with my imagination alone. With Drawbox, for better and worse, I'm basically going to be starting over at the beginning, all over again. And I mean the very beginning. Basically, all of my work so far has been digital. See, look at this little guy. He wants you to know that I have a new tablet. And look, it's just so, Now I'm gonna have to draw in pen on paper, which is, like, oh my god, so intimidating. Seriously, when I'm drawing with my tablet, my finger is basically constantly hovering over the undo button. I'm pushing it several times per stroke. Now, no more undo button. I just have to be able to live with my mistakes, which is... But I mean more than just the tools. When I say Drawbox focuses on the fundamentals, I mean the fundamentals. This is me working on one of the first homework assignments. That's drawing a line in a single confident stroke from the shoulder, and then trying to draw over that same stroke over and over again, filling pages with the attempts. Or here's putting down a couple of dots, practicing the motion of connecting them over and over again, and then finally putting down one single mark on the paper, doing my best to connect them smoothly. Over the course of these exercises, I was learning that using a felt tip pen is going to feel a lot different than a tablet stylus, or even a ballpoint pen. I was personally finding here that I had to hold the pen a lot more vertically than I'm used to holding one, which is, it's a really big adjustment. But hey, at least if I'm going to make that kind of make everything feel weird adjustment, holding a pen completely differently than I ordinarily do, at least I'm doing it right from the beginning. And that brings me back to what this YouTube series is going to be all about. From the very, very beginning, where I am now, to hopefully the end of the course, I'm going to show you every step along the way in a monthly update video. Any homework assignments I did, any drawings I did in my spare time. If I put a pen to a piece of paper and made a drawing, I'm going to show you what happened. I'm going to talk about challenges that I faced along the way and other stray observations I might have had, while trying my best not to be overly critical or, on the other hand, defensive of what are no doubt going to be some supremely ugly drawings. The point of these videos isn't about getting ahead of criticism or begging people online to validate me by telling me I did a good job, though obviously I would never say no to that sweet, sweet feeling of external validation. The real point of doing all of this was back at the beginning when I said that anyone who puts in the time and effort can get better at drawing. I completely believe that with all of my heart. I know I'm not the only one who wants to get better at it, and so I'm making these videos so that you can set realistic expectations based on how this one specific course helped one specific person. What were the improvements? How often were there setbacks? A warts and all demonstration of what you can expect from the Drawbox program if you're starting off drawing like me. Quick side note, as Drawbox is focused on the fundamentals, that does mean there are a lot of things that it does not cover that you might be expecting. For a more thorough explanation on what it is and what it isn't than I could possibly provide here, I highly recommend you check out this video called What is Drawbox? Coming straight from the source. It'll tell you everything you need to know. What I'd really love is for this series to help inspire people to begin practicing a new skill. I firmly believe that as long as you are alive, it is never too late to start learning something, a new hobby, personal finance, whatever it is that you feel like you've never been able to do as well as you want to. It's not too late. Say what you will about modern times, and unfortunately there's a lot to be said about modern times, but as far as learning new skills, it's all out there. No matter what you want to learn, chances are really good there's somebody out there teaching it to you, probably for free on YouTube, and that's incredible. So this is the sign that you've been waiting for. I am telling you now, start practicing that thing. Do it. There's nothing stopping you. I would absolutely love to hear about all the progress that you've been making on whatever you've been learning in the comments below this video and all of the others in the series. We can motivate each other to keep on going when that initial excitement falls away and it just becomes work. Because learning a skill is a lot of work. It's going to get really tough. But otherwise, I'll see you in a month, and hopefully you'll see something that looks at least a little bit better than this.